Hello, everyone. Welcome back to E20 Zone fucking TV. Trust me, don't be here if you want to be positive today. Yeah, I've just seen the last 10 minutes of that game, and yes, we had a go. But I'll tell you something now. What the fuck is going on with Graham Potter at this fucking club? And I'm here to fucking talk about it. West Ham United 1, Nottingham Forest 2, outplayed for about 85 minutes of that game. And the final sort of 5-10 minutes of the game was all right. Yeah, and was really having a go. This three at the back shit does not fucking work, ladies and gentlemen. It does not work. Stop keep lying and saying it works when it fucking doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't work. We play shit in when we're doing it. We don't control a game good enough to do it. And people think, oh, next season is going to be better. Then all of us fucking sudden, we go 4-3-3. It's like fucking Jesus comes down the fucking Nazareth with the shining fucking light. Like, what is going on here? Do you know what I mean? I'm fucking Stevie Wonder can see this is fucking wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? And Potter's a fucking wanker, mate. Wanker, yeah? And people go, well, you know what? You know what happened? He brings 4 subs on and look how good we was. We should be like that in the first place. Like, what is going on? Do you know what I'm saying? I can't be dealing with it today. I really can't. I'll start off at the beginning before I let Adam come in, right? Start off well, 3 minutes. The cycle happens every single time at this fucking club. Every single time. The same thing happens over and over again. We start well, we fade and die in the half. Get outplayed by Forest. Didn't even get out of second gear, right? The first goal, Areola, right? I'm a prick because I tweet he's having a good game and he only does that. What a wanker I am. Do you know what I'm saying? Wanker of the day. So there you go. And then the next thing you know, we come out second half, the ball comes in. Yeah, it's silly foul from Tadibo, but nevertheless, ball comes in 2-0, right? And it's like, what are we trying to achieve here? Do you know what I mean? He puts out the same team again. Right? This is a stubborn fucker, this is, mate. Right? And you just want me to get on board with this cunt. How can I get on board with him if he's going to consistently do the same thing over and over fucking again? It's pathetic. It's disgusting. It's a fucking shambles. Do you know what I'm saying? Today, we know we're up against pace. We know, right, Alanga, right, and all these merchants, Gibbs White, they're all fast merchants. So he goes with the same fucking squad from last week. And it proves it to me. It fucking proves it that when you put the best players on the pitch, yeah, Paqueta, fucking even Lewis Guilherme today. Like, look at him. He comes on, right? He's an instant fucking, like, trying to get about and get amongst it. Like, honestly, I'm fucking fuming with this today. Absolutely fuming. And people will, like, paragraph it, whatever the fucking word that is, right? Because I'm on one, and say that, oh, look at that last 10 minutes. You're being negative. Fuck off. How about that one? Do you know what I'm saying? Telling me I'm fucking being negative when all I've seen for 80 minutes of that game, we was completely shit. Completely shit. And people want to accept that. Trust me, right? Potter, I'm going to say this. You better fucking deliver in the summer. Because I will be all over you like a fucking tramp on chips. Trust me. I will be all over you, mate. I will not fucking hesitate at all in the slightest. Yeah, because I will never hesitate. He's a fucking mug. Absolute mug. I'm sorry. People who keep saying, oh, you know, trust the process. Do you know what I mean? Time to gel, bed in period, all this fucking shit. You're telling me that team that you picked today is acceptable. You are on Class A drugs, and I will send you to a rehab privately. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I've just about had a fucking gutful of people keep telling us that we're wrong for seeing what is wrong. I'm not fucking deluded. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not on crack cocaine. You know what I mean? I know what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is a wanker out there who does not know how to pick a fucking right team. So that team today is acceptable. He plays 2 up front in Bowen and fucking Kudus, right? When we know it doesn't work. And then we moan that we ain't got a striker. Don't worry, though. Don't fucking worry yourself, lads. Yeah? And listen, I'm not going to be sexist. Also, don't worry, ladies. Yeah? Because we've got not one striker on the fucking bench. We've got fucking 2. 2 strikers on the bench. That's what we've got. We've got 2 of them. And then he goes, you know what? We'll bring them on. He's a fucking waste man, fucking prick, mate. Chelsea reject cunt. That's what he is. I'm going to be straight. Do you know what I'm saying? unacceptable. I'm not happy in the slightest. Yeah. And I'm going to let Adam speak, because if I carry on, I could be all fucking night. Yeah. Shout out to Nick Killerton. I'm going to say that also, right? Done the 24-hour stream last night. I jumped on, go over and check it out. Support the cause. Yeah. You want change? Get Sullivan at the fucking door. Yeah. Because he provides us with shit consistently over and over again. And he's trying to turn shit into gold. Ain't going to work, mate. Do you know what I mean? I live in reality, right? We ain't going to turn shit into gold. I'm fucking absolutely livid, right? Absolute pathetic performance, right? The last 10 minutes was unbelievable. But it's just ironic, yeah? Do you know what I mean? It's just ironic that we play 4-3-3 and then we turn into a great side. Isn't it? I must be like, do you know what I mean? What's this? I must get the fucking Christmas edition out. Fuck me. I'm livid. Absolute fucking livid, mate. Adam, welcome. I'm going to shut the fuck up for 5 minutes, get some oxygen before I keel over and die. Tell me what went wrong today and what happened.
Gonna blow gasket out there, mate, ain't you? Oh, crikey. I don't think I could put it better myself. I mean, today was just embarrassing from everything. I think the lineup was embarrassing. The fact that there's many periods of that game where I felt like we were just very lackluster, not really giving it that much. I thought the referee was fucking awful, by the way. The referee, by the way, is terrible. Horrendous. Forrest played the dark arts. Just the whole game itself was a fucking circus. From everything, from our performance, from the opposition, the referee, the fucking VAR. Crikey, I think the VAR took longer than the actual game itself. It's just not looking good whatsoever. The way we got a win over Manchester United, a surprise win, but let's be honest, Man United are shit. They are like, but we're no better. And when you play a good team like Nottingham Forest, which I know was going to happen, I mean, we probably will get the win against Ipswich next week, but it's just a paper over the cracks. And I think for any West Ham fan, do you feel confident in Graham Potter next season? No. And realistically, I think he's only got 12 more months. I think he's only got till next summer, and then that's it. His contract's not long. I don't really think he's going to last till Christmas, maybe.
Right.
I think it's going to be a very short time. But once again, it's the striker problem. I'm not a fan of three at the back. I'm just not. I've always preferred a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3. That's just me. That's how I think we play best, is a 4 at the back.
Right.
But honestly, it's I think we're in for a very long season next season as well, lads.
I've got to say this, right? Before I let Lucas land on what he wants to say. Yeah. When you pick that lineup today, what are you expecting? Like, and I've asked that to anyone in the chat, anyone out there, right? Tell me what you're expecting, right? In the final game for Soufal, Cresswell, Fabianski, right? What are we expecting with that lineup? Fuck all. That's what we're expecting. Fuck all. And it proves it, what I've been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks and fucking weeks, that people keep saying, it's the players, it's the players. No, it ain't. It's the fucking system. The system does not work. And I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You can go and sign 11 players. Yeah? West Ham can't control games. Don't people realise that? Because we're not that good at controlling games. Even with new players, we're not going to be able to control games. Like, the whole of this season, we've gone 1-0 down and we've never spun a game around. Then today, right, he throws the kitchen sink at it, the fucking, like, IKEA kitchen sink. And the next thing you know, right, we're attacking, we're fucking having shots on goal. But in this 3 at the back, we're trying to be clever. Do you know what I mean? And that's where I'm fucking fuming. Absolute fuming with this today, right? And it proved it. It fucking proved it last week. Because I knew last week was a flash in the pan, right? I knew it against Man United because they're fucking shit, right? And this one today was the eye-opener. That was the eye-opener. That was the one that I was going to go, right, what we like against the decent side. And it proves it today with the same shit over and over again. Honestly, people say, oh, why ain't you Potter out? Tell me the reason why to be Potter in. Someone tell me. why to be Potter in. I need to hear it from people. Tell me why I should sit here and go, yeah, fucking let's trust the cunt. Tell me. Because today he picks a system and a team today that is shit. And because it beat Manchester United's fucking 17th team last week, oh, that's all well and good. Don't worry about it. And then all of a sudden he brings on 4 subs and automatically changes the fucking game. We look a completely different side, better on the front foot, better in attack, all of a sudden. Someone explain that to me. Lucas, welcome. What do you want to say?
Well, I hope you both are well. It's good to see you. I've been really busy over the past weeks. It's been quite some month, but yeah, I think Adam put it perfectly. For me, today was just a circus, really. Like, that was a shit match of football. The referee, I know someone said they wanted me to go on an all-time rant. I genuinely have no words for that absolute terrorist, what I saw today. But I mean, really, it just wasn't a great match of football. The lineup, obviously not the most positive thing in the world, but I don't know. Everything is just like confusing at this point because, like you said, we made 4 substitutions. We looked better instantly. We had some moments, and yeah, just for me, an overall weird match. Lots of tension, lots of emotion going, and yeah, it was never going to make for a good match of football when Forest were playing the way they were. The referee was, and his linesman as well, absolutely diabolical, and just us really. I don't know. Today was just all sorts of just craziness.
Well, for me, you've got to question Potter on this one because that lineup does not make no sense. Just doesn't make no sense. Like,
What's the point of bringing Ferguson in?
But it's not just that. It's like in the first half, we're crossing balls into the box and we're aiming for Souček. And then you got Fulkrug on the bench, you got Ferguson on the bench. And it's like we're trying to play a counter-attacking system at home. How does that make any sense? Like, and I need people to convince me.
It's just, it's boring, it's lackluster, and the fact that, once again, we start with no striker, really. We've said this about Bowen on, in the past, but there's those two. They're barely, Kudus and Bowen can't really even do anything, so they're sort of shut out of the game, and we're sort of in this mix between the midfield and the defence where it's just getting a bit rocky, and Forest are capitalising on that. We've got one of the oldest squads in the Premier League. We need pace badly.
Yeah.
Oh my god! As soon as Lewis Guilherme comes on, a bit of excitement, and that's what and it's just something like that. I just want to see it. I don't know how you could look at that boring, lackluster performance, then have it for all that time, and then go, actually, I'll make the changes now. I would have done it at half time. I would have said that's not good enough, lads. Not good enough.
I think today was a bit of a, I don't want to, tactically, in my opinion, I think today was a bit of a lose-lose because Forest, their counter-attacking side, if you sit back, they're fine with that. We're at home. If we're pressing forward and trying to be on the front foot, they're still going to counter-attack us and probably win. So,
no.
Was it not good? What do you mean?
No way. So are you telling me if we start that team that finished the game today?
No, that's not. I said tactically. Tactically, if we were to try and go on the front foot,
right,
Force are going to counterattack us. That's what they're best at. That's what they've done all season. And if we, like we did today, still sat back,
right,
and just had a boring match of football, we still probably wouldn't have gotten a result.
So,
because Force are better than us. So
tell me what we was trying to do today, then.
I don't know. I've already said that. I said today was a confusing day, but I'm saying tactically, it was kind of a lose-lose because either way we play it, Forest are better than us and they have the better quality. So, like, you either, in my opinion, bar the lineup because, again, the lineup is so subjective. I think tactically we put an effort in, but the lineup doesn't really reflect that, I'd say. But I mean, again, it's a lose-lose in my opinion. Forest are better than us if we were to go on the front foot or play the same way as them.
I've got to disagree. I really am.
Do you not think Forest are better than us?
I think West Ham can be a good side. It proved it in the last 10 minutes of the game because we're all over them, right? We're all over them, but we're trying to play this cute, I'm gonna ticky taka fucking bollocks.
I agree with that. The goal that we conceded off the rip was absolutely ridiculous. I hate playing football that way, but again, even if we tried to go on the front foot, hold possession, and do that, Forest are going to counterattack the hell out of us, which they've done all season long. So,
I understand what you're saying. I understand, like that's their goal, that's their sort of weapon against us. But when we're just playing it sideways and back and just fucking about,
that I agree with. All I'm trying to say is, I get people's gripes and what they're saying, but like, I'm not going to say it almost doesn't matter, but Forest are a good side. Did they play like absolute fucking pussies today? Absolutely. I hate the way I hated that match. I hated everything about it. But in the end, they're a better side. They showed it, and it is what it is. The referee was an absolute disgrace as well. So
yeah, Adam, any final words from you, mate?
Well, I mean, Richard, I do see your comments, by the way, and yes, I know I can see he's fuming at the players as much as I am. Look, I'm going to say this. I think it's, for a start, I see where you're both coming from. I mean, going into this, I knew Forest were the better side. I knew it. But when you get moments like we was fired up with all those couple of punch-ups happening on the, we're constantly getting shafted by the referee, and you start seeing some fire in our bellies.
Yeah.
And then who looks like the better team towards the end? So if you present me that, and you could give me that at the start of the game, and you just push on and go for it, I shouldn't need about 71 minutes
agreed
of complete boredom and getting shafted by Forest, and then finally getting some fire in our bellies, and then you are showing me you're the better team.
And it shouldn't take till the 70th, 80th minute play with some fire in your stomach. Like, it shouldn't.
It's what I mean. We've got some fucking fantastic players, and when they actually turn up and they actually show what they can do, and they play with passion and fight for the shirt, and that you see Alvarez backing up Paqueta, I'm thinking that's what I want.
I can't keep hearing that these clubs are better than us, because last week Leicester City, who are relegated, give them a better game than we've given today. So all this bollocks, I'm going to cut the bollocks out now.
They are. This season they are. No.
We're not going on this, right? I'm not doing this, right?
What?
Because we're going to keep going down the road of, because the team's better than us, they deserve to win. Do you know what I'm saying? West Ham.
No one's saying that. No one's saying that.
At the end of the day, West Ham at the end of the game were fucking brilliant. Brilliant. Absolute brilliant, right? Can't complain. Threw everything at it, made chances. Bowen scored a wonderful goal. Where is that at the start of the game? That is the question. And the thing is, all these people who can't criticise Potter, why fucking not? That's my question to you, is why can't we criticise him when everyone was praising him last week, even me, even this prick was praising him. And then this week, he does this.
But what Lucas and I are saying is that the fact that I think at the start of the game, this whole season as a whole, Forest have been the better squad, have the better team. Not the better squad, but have been the better side.
Well, when you set up, though, Adam, when you set up the way we set up today with that squad, with that team, that 11 that we had today, they're always going to be better than us. Yeah? But when you bring on Alvarez, Soler, Paqueta, Luis Guilherme, I'm going to be straight. You tell me, right, the difference in us, because it was like a fucking flick of a switch.
The table doesn't lie, mate.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with both points. I said at the beginning when I saw that lineup, I said Forest are going to be all over us, and Forest this season have been the better side. But when we make those changes and we get a bit of fire in our belly, we are the better team. But we need to start proving that from the start. And the only reason that we didn't do that is because we got the lineup so damn wrong, and we were bored out of our minds for most of that game. We're Forest the better team in the first half. Yes, absolutely. But towards the end of the game, we were the better side. But we need to start showing that, and we need to start getting those decisions.
We was before you go. We was only the better side once Bowen scored. Yeah, up until the goal,
and that doesn't.
we was shit.
And unfortunately, that just does not win you or get you points.
I agree.
Ariola made a mistake, a complete horrible mistake, and that could have ended 1-1.
But yet again, I'm going to come in on that. Right, Potter wants to keep him next year, and we're trying to play out the back with a geezer that we all know can't do the ball to his feet. That to me is just where it's wrong. There's many issues here, and I am fucking shitting it next year. Do you know what I mean? Adam, thank you very much for coming on, though, mate. We do appreciate it.
Thank you, lads.
Good to speak to you.
Take care, man. Right, let's get Ginge in. Ginge, take it away, mate. You're live on E20 Zone TV's therapy session.
I need a referee analysis after he talks about.
Fuck me, you was about to get one, boys. I tell you, because I'm bored of watching West Ham. For 80 minutes of a game, I find myself watching the referees and the linos. Yes,
listen. Before we get started, there's two things. Number one, have you been kidnapped? And you're like, this is your like ransom video because you look like you've been fucking kidnapped, bruv. Right? That's the first thing. You look like you've been held hostage and you got you got handcuffed to the fucking bed. And second thing, lower your fucking camera down so I can actually see your boat race. That would be a start. Also, go on, take it away, Ginge.
Try not to show me AK-47 that's held up to me chest.
Yeah.
No, mate, I'm bored of watching West Ham for 80 minutes. Like I said, I find myself watching the referees, and yet again another referee in shocking performance from start to finish. The way, like Lucas said it there, Forest went down like a bunch of pansies, wasting time from the first half that I can remember, all throughout the second half.
I can't even remember us getting a foul in our favor, if I'm being honest.
100%. There was a slight. It's a contact sport. They get one little touch, they fucking fly. They bought every foul. The referee fell for it, and in the last 11 minutes that was added on, the referee's just poodling along, just walking from one half to the other.
To be fair, that's the only thing he got right today was the amount of added time and going about 3-4 minutes past the stoppage time. That's the only thing he got right today.
It should have been more. Because the amount of time that was wasted, and then he wasted a lot of time by just fucking walking off the pitch.
That drop ball at the end, absolute disgrace.
Mate, no one knew what was going on. Not even I did. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, where's he going? And then I thought it was going to be a contested drop ball because I thought it was our ball, to be fair. But yeah,
well, what did you make of Potter?
The main point is Potter, man. I really don't see where that selection come from. Last game at home for the season, you've got some, obviously, three big servants of the club that know what the club means to fans, knows what it's like to put on that claret and blue shirt and play for that badge. Sentimental value, I think, took over. But if you're going to play Cresswell and Kufal, you might as well play Fabianski as well. Why not? Because it was Ariola that cost us, especially in the first half. But Potter, I haven't got a clue what he's thinking. Maybe he's worked out what it's like to work with David Sullivan, and he's thought, you know what, fuck that, I don't want the rest of my contract, because there's a stipulation, if I remember rightly, in his contract that he could be let go temporarily in the summer and then brought back to finish the rest of his contract.
Listen,
so
at the end of the day,
I ain't working with Sullivan.
At the end of the day, right, anyone who fucking believes in David Sullivan needs to get in the bin. That's the first thing. They need to fuck off down the road, right, because the geezer's not worth the time of day. With Potter, I've tried. I really have tried with this geezer. I've tried. I've given benefit of doubt. But this is the last game of the Premier League season. These fans, us supporters, need something today, right? Yeah. We've won 5 games at home all season, lads.
I know. And you think how bad Julian Lopetegui was? Flopetegui, the old Spanish Moyes. You think how bad he was? He's actually got a better record than Potter.
And people,
you know what I mean? It says it all.
The thing is, right, I want the geezer to do well. Yeah. But he's not proving it to me.
I think the only thing that people have got against it or for him is he's not had a summer or he's not had a proper, well, he hasn't had a transfer window, let's be fair. And that's it. But being funny, with David Sullivan involved, you're not going to get a proper transfer window. We haven't got money. We're pleading poverty.
Yeah, but hold on a minute, right? We've got 2 strikers.
Yeah.
There's been times before we haven't had one. And we've got 2 strikers on the fucking bench.
I know.
Like,
Criminal.
I fucking feel for yous. Like, do you know what I mean? Fuck me, right? I ain't worried about me. But I feel for every fucking supporter because this is the same consistent cycle over and over again, right? Doing YouTube is one positive in doing YouTube. You never forget. You never forget the games that you've covered and you never forget the stuff that you've mentioned because it's all on fucking record, right?
Yeah.
I've said the same fucking sentences over and over again, right? We start well, we fade out, team overpowers us, they get better, and we have a good spell at the end of the game. All throughout the last 10 games.
Stay in the game for as long as you can, and in the last 20, we'll go for it when they're all fucked. Because they've been running around like headless chickens for 80 minutes.
And do you know what?
No game plan.
Do you know what?
We're doing.
Right, we are the most luckiest club, in the world that Jared Bowen doesn't want to leave us.
No, I know.
Right?
I know.
And I'll tell you what, don't disrespect him. Because if like the other week I thought it was wrong that he got subbed off. Yeah. And today, that's the reason why you don't sub off your captain. Because he scores a fucking great goal. Do you know what I mean today? And he's the one who's leading the charge with us. Do you know what I'm saying? I think, honestly, right, in the summer, we need to get it spot on. I don't know whether Gingy's still there because he's gone pitch black, but we need to get it spot on. I'll wait for him to come back.
Again, I said it before, and I said it a while ago that I'm a fan of Potter, but I really just don't know how it's going to pan out with us personally. And I've always agreed with you that any window, any summer, any winter in general that involves Sullivan, it's impossible to not worry. It really isn't. And
but don't this concern you though, mate? Like,
mate, I'm concerned about literally everything West Ham except this season getting relegated. Like as soon as we brought Potter in, I've said it a million times, like the season was really done for me after that Villa match. But that's not to say that next season I won't be a bit worried. All I was trying to say for like the past weeks and months is that like I get it. We got to play for the supporters, the traveling fans, everyone that supports us. But like there just wasn't a lot to go for towards the end of the season. But next season, this summer, of course I'm going to be worried.
Yeah, but this game meant more than just any game. It was goodbye to a lot of them players. Yeah. And a lot of them players deserved to have the respect given for their service to this club. And I
think, like I said earlier, tactically, it may not have been great, but I do think we tried today. I think we put in an effort. The quality just was not there.
I'm gonna listen. I love you. Yeah, you're my boy. But explain to me in the minutes that we tried, because I can't remember it up until the goal.
I mean, I just think there's a difference between quality on the pitch and then actually trying. I think we did try today, but the tactics weren't there and the quality wasn't.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying it was a proper send off because we lost. We lost at the end of the day. We didn't get a result or anything.
Yeah, but and we're going to speak about a few of the players in a minute because obviously it's their final goodbye. But listen, for me to round this up from my end, on this is that today, I don't want to say Potter out, but I'm fucking nearly there. I'm literally nearly there. Like I'm literally like I can't believe he's gone with that team today, and you've disrespected basically all them players that are leaving. Do you know what I mean? Lucas Fabianski could have done a better job in goal today than Areola. Areola was good at the start, fell apart. We keep playing the ball to his feet when we all fucking know that it doesn't work. It does not work with him with the ball to his feet.
I'm not going to say I'm confident, but all I'm saying is that same situation with Fabianski that easily could have happened. He probably would have booted it away. But no, I agree. Yeah. I would have started Fabianski today personally, but I'm not like Did Areola give them a goal today? He absolutely did, but he made some great saves. But again, that it is what it is. I wish Fabianski started today.
Yeah. Right, let's talk about a few of the players. Obviously, Jared Bowen scored that goal. Thoughts?
World-class goal. Exactly why you said. He literally should never at this club in this current moment, he's like one player that should never be subbed. Souček is close up there with me, but he's like in terms of like tactical reasoning, I can see why he gets subbed. But Bowen, should literally never even. There should never be a thought of him being subbed off the pitch.
I completely agree. I thought the goal was excellent. World-class goal from a top-class player. But listen, and I'm fucking so happy that we've got him nailed down to a 7-year deal. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, but I don't get too carried away though, because next season, if it don't work out again, what do you think? You know what? I could go somewhere else and I can get Champions League or something like that. Because this geezer could go and play anywhere. He really could. Let's talk about the players that are leaving. Cresswell, Soufal, both fullbacks, wing backs, centre halves. What you saying?
Oh yeah, emotional for me.
Yeah.
I put out a post for all of them on Twitter, and with Cresswell, I know towards the end that Europa League red card. Ever since then, things have been a bit south, a bit downhill for his reputation. But in my opinion, that'll never erase 11 years of great service and dedication that he's provided for the club. There are like little tidbits here and there along the way that were not necessarily the greatest things to hear and may have rubbed us the wrong way. But in the end, he's been here 11 years. He's done far more good than bad. And I really wish him all the best going forward, whether he retires or finds another club. I thank him for everything. And then Soufal, that was the one that hit me. I love Soufal. I think genuinely he is proper West Ham. Like, he had the quality on his day. And was he always the best? He absolutely wasn't, but you can never doubt his effort. He loved the club. He's done everything he's could for the club. And whilst people aren't going to like to hear this, but in terms of a footballer, underpaid for the quality and moments he's given us. But
yeah,
I love Soufal. Genuinely one of my favorite players ever. And he's a legend to me, and that's all that matters.
I think to run it from me, Cresswell be a great servant. I don't think subbing him was the right thing to do today, even though we was fucking struggling. Like we're subbing him off, and it just felt like it was flat. It just, subbing him off because we're that shit.
It's been flat ever since we've known for months and months now. This guy wasn't going to get a testimonial, which I think
disgrace.
That is like figuratively spitting in someone's face. That is grinded, worked for you, grafted for 11 years.
So yeah, Cresswell, fair play to him. I thought Soufal had a good game today. He's unlikely not to score. Like, I was like, especially that chance he had when he had that. I'm gonna
miss those Soufal crosses. Let me tell you, because again, all the hoofballs in the world down the pitch will not erase all those beautiful crosses that I've seen him put in for us over the years. And the house would have come down if he somehow scored a goal today, whether it would have been an own goal or that deflection. It doesn't matter. I'm going to miss him dearly. And Fabianski as well. I'm going to miss him so much. He's been so reliable, and especially for as old as he is, still athletic as ever, reliable goalkeeper. For what it's worth, I would have kept him and Cresswell another season if it was up to me.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Fair play to them all. They've been good servants to West Ham. Anything else you want to round up on, mate?
No, mate. It's good to see you. It's good to see the chat. It's been a really, 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 really busy month for me, as you know, because I haven't been here. I haven't really been active in any chats or anything. But nothing's ever old. West Ham always disappointing. Can't wait for the season to be over. One more week, fellas. One more week, and we can maybe take a week off, maybe 5 days to get all the stress off. But then we go again in the summer. We stress about every single day. We hear a bunch of rumors that are true and true, false, whatever. You hear it from your dog, hear it from your mate up at the pub down the street. Like it's going to be a chaotic summer, as it always is. And this one will probably be a bit more chaotic than normal because we have a manager who's only on a 2-year deal. And again, I totally understand where people are coming from, where you want to give this guy a chance in the summer, but on a 2-year deal, you can't give him everything. There's got to, just like anything in life, there's got to be give and take. You got to meet in the middle somewhere. And I'm hoping that him and Macaulay and Sullivan will do a good job, but am I going to put the house on it? Never.
Lee's got a serious question here. Is there any manager in the Premier League who could have get this team playing better? And if so, who?
Thomas Frank.
Thomas Frank would have done, yeah, mate. 100%.
And I know who you talked about a million times, and I always just go on practicality and realism. But if I could get a manager in the Prem, I've never understood how we'll pay 35, 40 million pounds for a player, but you see a manager like Frank who has like a €8 million, £8 million release clause.
Yeah.
I think
David Sullivan, mate.
Yeah.
David Sullivan, the root of the fucking cancer at this club, mate. Always has been, always will be, and I will say it, preach it, and fucking speak it until the day I am not here no more. That geezer's the fucking wrong one. Basically, like I feel so gutted tonight. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know why, but I'm fearing next year. I really am, because
I'm gutted for the players leaving, that we couldn't at least send them off on a point at home, some sort of result. But.
Yeah, same old West Ham. My final thought is this: today's game, West Ham 1, Nottingham Forest 2. Basically, Potter let us down today from the starting lineup, and this system that he's trying to do, I just don't like it. And I think if we carry on going down this fucking system, right, we are going to get relegated next year. Yeah, but I ain't going to worry about it next year. We've got one game to go. I thought today we got outplayed by a Forest side that really didn't get out of second gear. I'll be honest. Like they scored and they was just passing the ball about, cutting through us at ease. And they should have scored more than they did. Obviously, second half, he makes changes. We make 4 subs. Next thing you know, fucking we concede. And then once Bowen scored, I see a glimpse of West Ham that I've always liked, is when we play a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. And when we're like that, we can go through teams. We really can go through fucking teams. And I know it and I believe it. And I will keep speaking it. Yeah? As that self-help book would fucking say. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't hear this anymore about this 3 at the back shit. Playing it at the back, do you know what I mean? XG merchants and all this fucking game. Football's about getting the ball down, getting it into the fucking goal as fast as possible. And for us today, I just felt like them fans in the stadium had 10 minutes of good football and the rest was shit. Also, which is alarming, but it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, is the amount of empty seats in that stadium today that I see all round. Now, is that a sort of mini protest from people saying, you know what, I ain't even going to fucking bother turning up because the season's been that shit and it's been a fucking mess? Or is that more to it than that?
I know a handful of people that are not renewing, so
yeah,
that's what I've been hearing.
Charles, thank you very much, mate, for your $2. And I really do appreciate it, mate, on this channel. Mate. So yeah, listen, it is what it is, and one more game to go, 7 more days, and then we are free from this prison of this season, and we can all go off into the summer and sort of enjoy our lives. But I'm going to be straight. I'm concerned about the future. I've been saying it quite a lot, and I will keep speaking it as long as I'm fucking still alive. Yeah, because it upsets me, because I know full well that we can be a really great club, and we are a great club. And I just feel at the minute we are going in a cycle that is only backwards. I've not seen any progression since Potter come in. And I'm sorry, like, Potter's going to be firmly in the fucking firing line. Yeah, he's going to be firmly in the firing line in the summer. He has to get these transfers right. We have to start well next year. Because if we go to Ipswich next week and we fail to win, it'd be 1 win in 10 games. That's relegation material, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not being negative, I'm being honest. Yeah, that's relegation material. So we need to make sure that we end on a high next week, get some sort of result at Ipswich, and then go off into the sunset. I will say that. Smash a like on the video if you haven't already done so. It goes a long way, really helps me out. And subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 5,000. I'm getting there slowly but surely. And I really do appreciate you all. It's been an hard season for all of us, like all the boys on here and all using the chat. But honestly, I'm not going to fucking sit on my words no more. Because it feels like you can't say nothing without getting criticised for it. And do you know what I'm going to say to them people? Fuck you. Do you know what I mean? Because I will be saying it. And if I don't think it's right, it's coming out of this fucking mouth. So there you go. So yeah, that's enough from me. Take care of yourselves. Me and Lucas are out of here. Player ratings will be later on. Bish, bash, bosh. Fucking Potter, you wanker.